Good morning, students. So in the last class, we studied all important reactions. Clear? That haloform reaction we studied in the last class. Am I right? Clear, everyone? So today we are going to see still some more important reactions. Are you followed, everyone? Some more important reactions we are going to see today. Okay. So now among them, the very important reaction that we are going to discuss today is the aldol condensation. Is it clear, everyone? Aldol condensation. Very important reaction, this one. Okay, so we are first of all we are going to see some important things regarding the aldol condensation. So now see clearly, everyone know aldol is not the name of any scientist. Okay, aldol is the name of a product which contain ald. Ald means what, you know, aldehyde. Next, ol means what, you know, alcohol. So the compound which contains both aldehyde as well as alcohol, that is called as the aldol. But remember, it is not the name of any scientist. I think you are understanding this one. I hope it is clear, everyone. Okay, now what are the conditions to participate in aldol condensation? What are the conditions to participate in aldol condensation? Put the heading conditions. Okay, now the first condition. Okay, so now the first condition is that aldehydes and ketones which contain alpha hydrogen do undergo this reaction. Okay, so remember, everyone, aldehydes and ketones which contain alpha hydrogen must be there. Okay, then only that type of aldehyde or ketone can undergo this reaction. Clear? Now, let us take some examples about the alpha hydrogens here. So now, first one I want to take this one. Okay, so see clearly HCHO. Now you see here, functional group is this one. Functional group bonded carbon is alpha carbon. But here there is no alpha carbon. That means there is no alpha hydrogen also. So this will not give aldol condensation. Don't think that this is alpha hydrogen. Okay. Alpha hydrogen means what, you know, hydrogen bonded to alpha carbon. When there is no alpha carbon, then there is no alpha hydrogen also. Clear? Now, let me take here second one, CH3CHO. Okay, so see clearly, functional group bonded carbon is alpha carbon, and here you see 3 alpha hydrogens are there. So this will undergo the aldol condensation. Clear? Let me take here still one more example here. Now, here you see now, everyone know. So let me take now this one. So now you should tell me, do it undergo aldol condensation? Think and tell me. So here, this is the functional group. Functional group bonded carbon is the alpha carbon. But you see for this carbon, already 4 bonds are there, you see. For this carbon, already 4 bonds are there. So there will be no alpha hydrogen here. So this also do not undergo aldol condensation. I hope you are understanding this one. Okay. Let me take still one more example also. So CH3, C double bonded O, CH3. Okay. Now say clearly. So this is the functional group. Functional group bonded carbon is alpha carbon. Even this also alpha carbon. So here you see 3 plus 3, 6 alpha hydrogens are there. So no doubt this also undergo the aldol condensation. Completed. Now fifth one. Okay. One more example here again. Now here once you see now, for example, if I take a compound like this. Okay. So do it undergo aldol condensation? Now see clearly. So here I can take like this. So functional group bonded carbon is alpha carbon, you see, and here 2 alpha hydrogens are there. Even I can take this side also, no problem. So here due to the presence of alpha hydrogen, this may undergo the aldol condensation reaction. Completed. Now let me take here one more example here. Okay. Now see clearly one more example. Okay. So here also once you see now, this is the functional group. Functional group bonded carbons are alpha carbons, but they don't have any hydrogens. So this also do not undergo the aldol condensation reaction. Completed. So the first condition is that the aldehyde or ketone which is undergoing this reaction should contain at least one alpha hydrogen. Okay, that is the first condition. Now second condition. Okay, so here I am writing second condition. This reaction means aldol condensation. Okay, this reaction takes place in presence of dilute bases. OH minus is a base, you know. Okay, dilute bases like what? Dilute bases like dilute KOH. Okay, or we can say dilute NaOH, etc. So remember everyone, this reaction takes place, okay, in presence of the dilute bases only, like dilute KOH you can take, dilute NaOH also you can take even. I think you are understanding this one. Clear? This is second condition. Now, coming to the point of the third one. Okay, so see clearly third one. Actually, what is aldol? Okay, so here I am writing aldol means what, you know, beta hydroxy aldehyde or ketone. Beta hydroxy aldehyde or ketone. This is called as aldol. Okay, so now how to represent that one? So see clearly. Okay, so here let me take now CH2. Okay, and here CHOH. So now see clearly, this is the functional group bonded carbon alpha. This is the beta. So at beta hydroxy group is there, you see. So beta hydroxy aldehyde or ketone. This is called as the aldol, remember. That is called as the aldol. Please write quickly. Clear? Now fourth one and last one. Okay, fourth one. So what happened here? Aldol. Okay, so the aldol on heating loses the water molecule. Aldol on heating loses the water molecule, and finally the product formed is what, you know, the product formed is the alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone. Alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone. And remember everyone, here water molecule removal is there now. This one will follow E1CB mechanism. I told you E1CB we are going to see in the next lesson. So in this lesson we are going to see this one. So aldol on heating loses the water molecule and forms finally alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone. I hope you are able to understand. So let me summarize here. First condition is that the aldehyde or ketone should contain at least one alpha hydrogen. Second condition, aldol condensation takes place in presence of dilute bases only, like dilute NaOH or dilute KOH. Okay. Third condition, aldol means beta hydroxy aldehyde or ketone. Clear? And the fourth one, aldol when heated loses water molecule by E1CB mechanism. Okay, and forms alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or ketone. These are the conditions. Clear? Now, see clearly here. Next topic in this aldol is the types of aldol condensation. Types of aldol condensation. Okay, so first one is said to be self-aldol condensation. Self-aldol condensation. Okay, next. Second one is crossed aldol condensation. Clear? Next, third one is intramolecular aldol condensation. Intramolecular aldol condensation. So in this way, aldol, we have to study three types of reactions. One is the self-aldol, crossed aldol, next intramolecular aldol. Completed. So first we are going to discuss about the self-aldol condensation. Self-aldol condensation. Okay, what is the meaning of this self-aldol condensation? Okay, what is the meaning of this one? Here I am writing, you see, this reaction takes place between two same aldehydes or ketones. Between two same aldehydes or ketones, but remember everyone, both should have alpha hydrogens. Both should have the alpha hydrogens. So remember everyone, this reaction takes place between two same aldehydes or two same ketones. So aldol condensation takes place between two same molecules. Between two molecules. The two molecules may be same aldehydes, may be same ketones also. But the two molecules which are participating, both should have the alpha hydrogens, remember. Both should have the alpha hydrogens. Completed everyone? Okay, so to explain the self-aldol, let us take one example here. Okay, so now one example, two molecules of CH3CHO, okay, when treated with dilute OH minus followed by heating, what is the product form? Okay, that product I am going to show you along with the mechanism. Clear? Now here, let me explain the mechanism stepwise. So now see clearly, CH3CHO, in this way I am writing, this is the CH3CHO. So now what happened here, in the first step I am taking the base. Clear? So what base will do? Base will remove the proton. Base will remove the proton. Clear? So when base is removing the proton, then what you will get here? CH2 minus CHO plus H2O you will get. So The CH2 minus CHO is there now. This is called as the enolate. This is called as the enolate. Clear? Now, coming to the point of the second step of the mechanism. Now, in second step, you see here, two molecules are there. Out of that two, one molecule is used in the first step. Now, let me take the second step of the mechanism. So now, in second step, CH3, C double bonded OH. Okay. So, this will combine with the enolate, which we got in the first step. And remember, this is the RDS step of the mechanism. Clear? So in this one, what happened? Pi bond will shift towards oxygen. Then here, carbon gets the positive charge, and negatively charged carbon attack on the positively charged carbon. Is it clear? So what is the thing that is going to form? That I am writing here. CH3, CH, then here O minus, and here CH2, CHO we are going to get. So please write quickly. Completed. So now in the next step, you see now. So in the next step, now see clearly here CH3, CH, now here O minus we got, then CH2, CHO, this we got. Once I want to go to the previous slide. So in the previous slide, you see here we got the water molecule in the very first step. Clear? So water molecule contain H plus and OH minus ions. Now I am using H plus ions from water here. Clear? So this H plus will go here. Are you followed? Everyone? Then what is the thing that is formed here? CH3, CH, then here OH, and here CH2, CHO. Okay, so see clearly here, functional group bonded carbon alpha, this is beta. For this beta, hydroxy is there, you see. So this is aldol. Beta hydroxy aldehyde or ketone is called as the aldol. Completed. What is this IUPAC name? That also we are going to see. So first of all, number 1 here, number 2, so number 3, number 4. Clear? So what is the IUPAC name of this compound? This compound is called as the 3-hydroxybutanol. 3-hydroxybutanol. This is the IUPAC name of this compound. I think you are understanding this one. Clear? And I told you the aldol which is formed, okay, undergo heating and water molecule is eliminated. So that we are going to see in the next step, next slide. So now you see everyone. So CH3, CH, OH, CH2. In this way I am writing CH2, then CHO. So this is aldol, and this aldol on heating loses the water molecule by E1CB mechanism. Generally, you know, water molecule removal is dehydration. For dehydration, what is the reagent used? Sulfuric acid, that means acidic medium. But aldol condensation is taking place in presence of what? Tell me, base. Clear? So that is the reason why it is not E1. It is E1CB. So now the base, first of all, will remove the proton from here. base will remove the proton. Clear? So when base is removing the proton, then what is the thing left over here? CH3, CH, then here OH, and here you will get the negative charge, then here CHO. Completed. Now remember, when the negative charge is reversed back, then OH minus should depart out. When the negative charge is reversed back, then the OH minus should reverse back. So now OH minus should depart out. So what is the thing left over now? CH3, CH, double bonded, CH, CHO. Is it clear? So you see here, functional group bonded carbon alpha, this is beta. Between them unsaturation is there, you see. Double bond and triple bond are said to be what? Unsaturated compounds, no? Is it clear? What is the name of this compound? That also we are going to see. First carbon, second one, third one, fourth one. So first of all, 4 carbons are there. Then it is but. Okay. At second carbon, double bond is there. Ene. Is it clear? And finally, aldehyde is there. Suffix is what? Al. So this compound is but-2-ene-al. But-2-ene-al. Clear? Now I want to talk about this OH minus here. This is very important one in this reaction. So now say clearly, everyone know, for OH minus, what is the conjugate? Water. Clear? So water is very weak acid. When the acid is weak, then the conjugate base will be strong. Clear? When the conjugate base is strong, so strong bases are poor leaving groups. I think you know this one. Strong base is always a poor leaving group. Weak base is always a good leaving group. So OH minus is a very poor leaving group, remember everyone. So here OH minus is there now, it is very poor leaving group. Remember, whenever the leaving group is poor, then the mechanism will be E1CB. I think you understood this one. E1CB is applied when the leaving group is poor. So please write quickly. Complete, I think so. Okay. Now I want to find the order of this reaction. Okay. So how to find the order of the reaction? For that, I want to write the mechanism steps, 2 steps once again. Okay. So CH3CHO. Now in presence of the base, first step this one. So I told you here we will get the enolate. Clear? Now in the second step, what happened? This enolate is there now. CH2CH, CH2 minus CHO. So it will combine with one more molecule of the aldehyde. And I told you this is the RDS step. Clear? So pi bond will shift here. Then this enolate will attack here. Clear? So what is the thing that is going to form here? CH3, CH. Okay. Then here O minus. Then here CH2, CHO. Clear? And this one will take H plus ions from water. Then finally what we will get here? CH3, CHOH, CH2, CHO. This is aldol. Completed? Right. Now, here what happened? Second step is the RDS step. So, rate depends on, this is one reactant, this is one reactant. So, rate depends on both of them. So, therefore, rate is directly proportional to CH3CHO concentration into CH2 minus CHO concentration. Am I right? CH2 minus CHO concentration. It is not yet completed till now. Okay. Now, you see, first step is there now. It is the reversible. For reversible, we can define K equilibrium. So, what is the K equilibrium formula then from the first step? So, K equilibrium is equal to product's concentration by reactants concentration. So, product is CH2 minus CHO by reactants 2 are there. What are that two? One is the OH minus, one is the CH3CHO. Completed. Now, from this one, I want the CH2 minus CHO concentration. Okay, so do the cross multiplication. It is K equilibrium into OH minus concentration into CH3 CHO concentration. Clear? Now, in the previous slide, I wrote the rate equation. Am I right? So, rate is equal to K into what I wrote there? CH3 CHO concentration into CH2 minus CHO concentration. So now I got the value of CH2 minus CHO, you see. So substituting this value in place of this one. Clear? Then what is the thing that we are going to get here? So here, once you see now, so rate is equal to K into K equilibrium into OH minus concentration into CH3 CHO square. This is power 1. Am I right? So now what is the order of the reaction? Tell me. 3. This reaction follows the third order kinetics. Completed? Okay. And now here, one thing I want to discuss here, one more still important thing I want to discuss here. So now see clearly, in presence of very dilute OH minus, in presence of very dilute OH minus. Once this question we got in the JEE advanced, in presence of very dilute OH minus, what happens? Order of the reaction. Clear? Again, I want to write the 2 steps of the mechanism. So first of all, CH3CHO. Now, this is the first step. So in first step, what you will get? CH2 minus CHO. Am I right? Now in the second step, what happened then? So the enolate, which I got in the first step, now that will combine with the second molecule, and this is the RDS step. So I'm not writing the products, you know products, how to write here. Clear? So now see clearly everyone now, in presence of very dilute OH minus, that means now tell me OH minus concentration is very less or very high? Very less. But in RDS step, you see there is no OH minus here. So when the OH minus concentration is very less, okay, then in that case what happened? Now the first step will become RDS step. I think you're understanding this one. In presence of very dilute OH minus, the first step is there now. Now the first step will become the RDS step. Clear? Okay. Then in that case, what would be the rate? Then rate directly proportional to CH3 CHO concentration into OH minus concentration. So this is power 1, this is power 1. So total 2. That means order of the reaction is 2. You may ask me, sir, in the previous slide you told third order. Now you are telling second order. Is it clear, everyone? So now, when it will be third order, when it will be second order, once you see now. Okay. So now here once you see, in case of very dilute OH minus, the order of the reaction will be 2. In case of dilute OH minus, the order of the reaction will be 3. Is it clear? In case of very dilute OH minus, order will be 2. And in case of dilute OH minus, order will be 3. Okay. Now coming to the point of one more important thing here. Okay. So here I told you that we have to take the 2 molecules of the CH3CHO. Okay. So first of all, what happened in presence of the dilute base? Okay. So first aldol is formed like this: CH3, CHOH, CH2, CHO. Am I right? So this aldol on heating loses the water molecule. Then finally, what is the product formed here? CH3, CH double bonded CHCHO. Clear? So remember everyone here, see clearly. Now, if the heating symbol is not there, you see on the arrow mark only I wrote dilute OH minus. If the heating symbol is not there, then stop the reaction here only as the aldol. This is the aldol, you know, as the aldol is formed. Stop the reaction as the aldol is formed. Stop the reaction as the aldol is formed if the heating symbol is not mentioned. Completed? Okay. And remember everyone, if the heating symbol is mentioned like this, then proceed to this step. Because here you see heating is there. So if the heating symbol is given on the arrow mark, then proceed up to the last. And if the heating symbol is not there, then stop the reaction here only. Please write quickly. Completed? Right. Now, for aldol condensation, a small trick is there. Okay. A small shortcut is there for the aldol condensation. Now, that we are going to see now. Clear? So, what is the trick here? First of all, see clearly everyone know. So, let me write the reaction so that you can understand the trick also. 2 molecules of acetaldehyde. Okay. When treated with the dilute base, followed by heating, then finally this is the product should be formed. I told you when the heating is given, then proceed up to water elimination. Clear everyone? Now what is the trick involved here and how to write the products easily? That also we are going to see here. Okay. Now here, see what is the trick involved here that I am going to explain. Two molecules of aldehyde. So one molecule I want to write like this. Clear? Now the second molecule CH3 CHO writing in this way. Clear? So here remember everyone, this is the functional group. Functional group bonded carbon, alpha carbon. These are the alpha hydrogens. So remove the water. Clear? Then what you will get, tell me, when you remove the water. So when the water molecule is removed out, so the remaining part you write CH3, CH, double bonded, CH, CHO. This one only, na? A small trick here. Directly you can write the answer. But many students will get confused here. Okay. So remember everyone, you have to remove the alpha hydrogens from one molecule and the oxygen from other molecule. We have to remove alpha.
Sir, the audio is not clear. The no audio. Audio is not coming. I can't hear you anything, sir. Audio is not coming. I think somewhere you have muted yourself, I guess. Nandakishore, sir, can you please check your audio connections? Hello. Sir, can you please come back